La la la. Testing. 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 Hello. Hello. Testing. 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 All right.
What's all this ruckus? Sounded worse than a dozen tomcats fighting over the world's last mackerel. Ah, but I see we've suffered another orc landing. And judging by the relative ease with which it was dispatched, I can only come to one conclusion. Source hunters have arrived in Sicil.
Well, we didn't even do a lot actually in that fight. You need to thank the Legionnaires.
You're as welcome as a glass of cooled milk on a hot day, my friend. I'm Ahu, at your service. It was I who requested your presence in this troubled city.
I was summoned here by a cat.
So you were, and so you weren't. Behold! There we are. Meet my other half, Hunter. Ha ha! No need to look so flabbergasted. I may be a wizard rife with tricks and guile, but I assure you my plea is an earnest one. So, now that the cat is out of the bag, let us turn to the matter of Councillor Jake's murder.
Please tell me more about the murder.
It's hard to put my finger on it, but I can feel in my very whiskers that sorcery was at play. Visit the scene of the crime, and I'd bet sardines for salad you'll say the same. Captain Aureus, though, the local commander of the Legion, insists I'm seeing ghosts. I insist he's blind to all but the undead.
Where can I find the scene of the crime?
Jake was murdered in a downstairs room of the King Crab Inn, up in Sicil proper. The Legion keeps it under lock and key, though, so you'll need Aureus's permission should you want to have a peek.
A counselor has been murdered, so I assume there are some suspects?
So there are, or rather, there is. Popular opinion has it his wife did the deed, but to be frank, I have my doubts. She seems a likely candidate, to be sure, but that would make her a sorceress. Esmeralda knows how to charm, yes, but I just don't see her magic extend beyond a frolicsome look and wink. Still, don't simply take my word for it, Hunter. It may be well worth your while to cross-examine her yourself. The Legion has her under guard in her shop near the town square. That's where you'll find poor Jake's widow.
There's something else I'd like to discuss. It may interest you to know that the orcs we took care of were led by a human.
A human, you say? Truly? But that would be like a kitten leading a wolf pack. And yet, I have heard rumors about a sect of sorts. A shadowy set of worshippers that associate even with orcs. Some say they're sorcerers, but people will say that about anyone who behaves a bit strangely nowadays. I don't quite know what to make of this news, but thank you for informing me. It'd be foolish to dismiss such a curious event out of hand.
What exactly is the trouble you're having with the undead?
Ah, the undead. They've been clawing their way out of the ground for 2 years now. And for 2 years, the stalemate between them and the living has been dragging on at a weary pace indeed. The Legion did a good job keeping them at bay, but I think it's fair to say that without my magic-infused ballistae, they'd have gotten the better of us by now. Someone is responsible for the outbreak. Necromancers are at work, but who are they and where do they hide? Alas, that searching for them is like searching for a single louse in a lion's mane.
From what I've seen and heard, this isn't the first time you have had problems with marauding orcs.
Unfortunately, that is absolutely correct. The orc siege is yet another hairball stuck in this city's already choking throat, and it shows no signs of abating. We've cordoned off the western beach where most orc activity has been reported. For the 9 lives of me, I can't seem to figure what they're doing here. There's nothing of interest along the waterfront, except for a set of caves with an unfavorable reputation.
Trying to pick up this call.
Maybe they're after some pirate's treasure, the fools.
Too bad, indeed. Not even a skeptic like you can deny that she loves me.
An orc in love. When this little chance fades, she'll liberate the flesh from our faces.
Come now, enough doom and gloom. Cast the days instead upon my fair planet woman.
One day, comrade, vengeance will be ours.
We need more help or she's lost. Avert your gaze and I'll handle this threat for all our shakes.
She wouldn't hurt a fly, and I won't let you pass a horn on her head.
Hate that the light is not showing up on the stupid mic. Might have to use the freaking headset.
It is like bringing a wolf to a...
Anyway,
Nonsense. Listen.
do tell me a bit more about this cat trick of yours.
Oh, but that's not a trick. It's a blessing. Or does it surprise you that I enjoy taking a feline guise?
Just making sure that my mic is working. Okay.
Such magic is a gift, Hunter. To tread upon the realm of instinct. Even articulate speech, perhaps humanity's greatest asset, cannot give expression to something so inextricably innate. To be out in the night, to stalk on silent paws and hunt with only the moon as your witness. You couldn't possibly imagine the thrill. But of course, it's handy to speak in more than meows. And I couldn't brew potions or make machines without opposable thumbs. This I freely admit. Let's just say I have found a way to enjoy the best of 2 worlds.
You're nuts. Okay. 466. Well, we do have a lot of gold, but I want to sell because he has a lot of money. So, let's see here.
She wouldn't hurt a fly, and I won't let you.
I don't think I needed this. Definitely can sell that. Wooden fire wand, 13 to 21. Oh, that's definitely a lot better than that. Jeez. We'll sell that one.
Nonsense. Listen.
Oh, no. Oh, shit. I lost 15 gold. I wanted to sell it, not repair it. I'll get 21 gold back. Fighting knife. Cutthroat's switchblade, dark as a traditional garb of the Calavian assassins. It can be used for backstabbing, obviously. Uh, keep that for now.
Not even a skeptic like you can deny
What does
the
that mean?
An orc in love. When this little charm fades, she'll liberate the flesh from our faces.
Come now, enough doom and gloom. Cast the days instead upon my fair.
I'm glad we've met, Source Hunter. And I'm certain we have a lot more to talk about. Feel free to visit me whenever you want. I've set up a workshop in the Legion's headquarters. Once you're there, just take the stairs, but do pay a visit to Aureus first. He may bark like a beagle with its tail stuck in the door, but you won't get very far in your investigation without speaking to the de facto leader of Sicil. And with that, I bid you adieu, Hunter. Adieu and good luck. May your enemies prove to be mere mice, and you the dauntless mouser.
Sex, undead, orcs. Looks like we have our work cut out for us.
At least we won't be bored. How about we go see that Aureus chap Arhu mentioned?
Da 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 da. We met with Arhu, wizard capable of turning himself into a cat, or is it vice versa? He told us to meet Captain Arias, the ranking officer in Sicil, in the Legion headquarters.
The two-bit love potion out of a back-page circular from youthful
Arhu told us there are more orcs to be found on the western beach, near the entrance of an ill-omened cave. It may be worth our while to investigate what it is these beasts are up to. Okay, too many Arhu shit. Let's see. Mysterious murder. Why don't they just... Well, it needs to flash or something, so you know that you haven't read that part of the log. The wizard Arhu welcomed us to Sicil. Clearly there are many strange things going on in this town, but the murder of Councillor Jake should remain our top priority. Arhu sought the room in which Councillor Jake was murdered and is certain he saw traces of sorcery in there. We should have a look for ourselves. Arhu told us to talk to Arius, the captain of the Legion, in the Legion headquarters up in Sicil proper. We'll need his authorization if you want to see the scene of the murder, which is located in the King Crab Inn. Arhu informed us that the main suspect in Jack's murder is his wife Esmeralda, but that he has his doubts about that. Could she really be a sorceress? That will be up to us for us to judge. Perhaps we should talk to her ourselves in her shop near the town square. I want to try that one option. Let's see. Save real quick.
what fool would trust a two-bit love
There's an option, something about zoom.
gore?
Close-up dialogue. This option is available for custom campaigns. The level design of the main campaign was developed for a limited camera zoom option. You will see graphical artifacts if you use this option in the main campaign. I see. So yeah, disabled then. That's fine. So with a force screen,
Taken before his time. Far before
doesn't
his
work
time.
with
I like
when you
much
play this
better
game
with
alone.
gas on the floor.
That guy is really making love to that orc. Okay, let's see. Sure everything is fine here.
Avert your gauge, and I'll handle this threat for all our sakes.
Check. Know what that means, but Whatevs.
Bringing your little orchid girlfriend here is like bringing a wolf to a hen house.
One day, Moira. One day you'll show 'em all.
Select a broken object in your inventory and press X. Select Repair from the action menu to start repairing damaged items. This empty flask is not much to look at. You have a strange feeling that throwing it far away would improve the aesthetics somewhat. Might as well fit it with something first. Oh, it's a water barrel.
Another ship sent to an early grave in the harbours of Sicil. A terrible sight, that. She was targeted by the Orc shaman during the attack, and now she's left to the ocean's cold embrace. We just couldn't get ahead of the flames with nothing but a few men and some buckets.
Another ship sent to an early grave in the harbour.
It's the same fucking shit.
A terrible sight, that. She was targeted by the Orc shaman during the attack, and now she's left to the ocean's cold embrace. We just couldn't get ahead of the flames with nothing but a few men and some buckets.
Dang, you got a lot of money. What? I was too late?
Speaking of you fools,
What?
that loopy legionnaire really thinks
I didn't know that was timed.
I wouldn't let it all within 500 yards of my loving nature.
Psst. Ever heard about the time the captain took the Duchess of Feather's carriage for a joyride?
Another ship sent to an early grave in the harbors of Sicil.
Oh, and don't forget the time he got caught passing a love note to the Lizard Councillor's wife.
Is that why we never sail the Ythel anymore?
Speaking of you fool, that loopy legionnaire. Our home, our livelihood, all sunk in a matter of minutes while we could do naught but look on.
Tell me about yourselves.
Well, we were merchants what seemed like a moment ago. With our ship sunk, we're little more than 3 men with nothing more to say than boo.
What happened here?
Ah, these bleeding orcs. They can't keep off this place for the life of them. They came in here slinging fireballs and swinging swords. Wasn't a thing we could do to defend ourselves.
About finding work.
With our ship gone, nothing for it but to get a job. Slim pickings round here, that's for sure. Maybe you can keep an eye out, though.
How about that burning ship?
Those souls are just as pressed for luck as we are now. A shame nothing could be done to save her.
Is that why we never sail the Ythel anymore?
Speaking of youthful pure, that weekly
3 out-of-work sailors, Louise, Max, and Philip, mourned the loss of their ship and asked us to help them find employment.
source hunter. Who better to ask? Oh, and don't forget
Have you found us a job yet? We'll take anything. Really?
Tell me about yourselves. Oh, this is the same thing.
We were merchants, what seems like a moment ago. With our ship sunk, we're little more than 3 men with nothing more to say than boo.
500 yards of my loving nature.
Psst. Ever heard about the time the captain took the Duchess of Feather's carriage for a joyride?
Ha! Knowing him, he drove it straight to the pub and back.
Shores? Here? In Sicil? Bah! Of all the cursed hunks of rock to land on, Conrad chooses this one.
How about that burning ship?
The blaze was just wanted to subdue. A real shame that.
That was quite the attack on the harbor.
Who knows if it's even over for sure? Those damn orcs keep sending us these terrible surprises. And don't forget the time he got caught passing a love note to the Lizard Councillor's wife.
Is that why we never sail to Ythel anymore? Sauce? Here in Seal. Duh. Of all that cursed hunks of rock to land on, Conrad chooses this one.
Same fucking shit.
Speaking of youthful girls,
Ba 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 ba.
that orky charm loves him.
Ba 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 ba. They don't stop talking. Creates a small water surface with a 4.0 moon. They don't stop talking. Creates a small water surface with a 4.0 million radius.
He drove it straight to the pub and back.
Oh, and don't forget the time he got caught passing a love note to the Lizard Councillor's wife.
Is that why we never sail to Ythel anymore?
Eehee.
Sauce? Here? In Seal? Bah! Of all the cursed hooks of rock to land on.
They don't have nothing else to say but the same freaking thing. You know, I like the system in Tales of Zestiria a lot better, where you can tell that if you're done talking about a topic or a person, there's an icon that shows that the person doesn't have anything new to tell you.
Ahoy, sailor! Are you enjoying the fresh winds of Seal?
You can trade with almost all characters. Press Y while in a dialogue to barter. Tell me about yourself.
Name's Conrad. Cargo trader, sea captain, an expert in all things nautical. Folks across Andervale know to give old Conrad a holler when it comes to rare imports and magical items.
What do you think of that attack on the harbor?
Those orcs must be out of their barbarous minds launching an attack on a city where a great wizard resides. Though even I must admit they put up a hearty effort. I'll tell you, the only time I'd consider waging a suicide campaign like that would be if whatever I sought was something worth dying over.
No, he drove it straight to the pub.
What? He only has 11 gold? Lordy.
Is that why we never sail to Ythel anymore?
Speaking of youthful gore, that loopy legionnaire really thinks that orky charm loves him.
I wouldn't let it all win 500 yards of my loving nature.
Mackerel seems to cry out to be made into Seal pie. Chubfish. It smells like hell, but it tastes like not starving to death.
Really? The greatest warriors in Rivellon can't cross a rope.
Unless maybe we can cut through it or something. Invalid target. Let's try Ingrid. Target is blocked, really. But she does have Firestorm Grenade. I'm not gonna use that though. Now, if only they would allow you to tilt the camera a little bit. Fortunately, that's still not possible.
Size seal, shiver me timbers and sliver me heels.
Sisil song.
I said to him, I said myself, if I don't start earning an extra gold...
Another sheep sent to an early grave in the harbor of Sightseeing. A terrible sight, that. And so what did he say?
Well, what does it matter? Day labour's more suited to my nature anyhow.
Yes, honest pay for an honest day.
I wonder if he equips like 2 fire wand, what would happen? I only have one. Oh, I sold the other one already. Darn it. Ugh. You know, what you need to do is actually, for this last part, is equip the late turn.
I said to him, I said myself, if I don't start earning an extra gold piece an hour, I'll walk out that door.
Good on you. These boss men respect confidence, you know. And so what did he say?
Well, what does it matter? Day labour's more suited to my nature anyhow.
Yes, honest pay for an honest day.
Alright, this one is gonna be a short session. I'm gonna stop right here. It is so strange. She's wearing a bucket on her head. Oh, it is some... It still provides some protection though, so that's a good thing. But anyway, hey Yosh. Gonna run. It was fun.
Plenty of fish in the sea, but I've got a foul